Today I'm going to talk about a paper that discusses different score functions in Rosetta for protein ligand docking. This paper uses 4 tasks to evaluate different score functions, and these are the example plots for the test results. A is scoring test. It uses Pearson correlation to correlate the predicted interaction with experimental binding affinity. And B is ranking test. It uses Spearman correlation to rank binding affinities of compounds against the same protein target. If rank exists, we'll expect a non-zero slope for the regression line. And C is docking test. It analyzes functions' ability to distinguish true ligand binding orientation from decoys. Here, the distance to native, also known as RMSD. And D is screening test. It evaluates functions' ability to extract true binders from the non-binders. So here are the test results for different software. And we can see Rosetta isn't bad, but there's no outstanding software we can use now for protein ligand docking. And these are the results for score functions within Rosetta. In general, Rosetta ligand and Talarus 2014 perform better than the latest version, which are Ref 2015 and Beta Node 16. This paper also introduced 3 metrics that influence the performance of different score functions, and they are H, pocket hydrophobicity, S, solvent accessible surface area, and V, pocket volume. So we can use this table as a reference to decide which score function to use based on our interest. This paper also introduced a parameter called p-near value. This parameter quantifies score function's ability to recapture the experimentally determined binding pose. If the dot lies above the diagonal line, it suggests that the score function on the y-axis is better than the function on x-axis. So from these plots, and if we only draw the conclusion based on the p-near values, we'll say Rosetta ligand is better than these 3 score functions because the more dots lie below the diagonal line than above the line. This paper also talks about the future development needed for the score functions in Rosetta. Specifically, they are electrostatic term and salvation term. And this paper also proposed to use interface analyzer mover, which initially written for protein-protein interface analysis on the protein ligand docking analysis.